When you stand up and be bold and be who you are, everybody's not going to like that. Like I said, I can tell who's insecure with themselves based on how they treat me. When you realize that God is so amazing that He made everybody different for a reason, we are not the same, you'll stop trying to group everybody into these categories. Oh, she this way, oh, she, that's okay. It would be so boring if we all were the same. So I respect people when they are different. That's an opportunity for me to learn something when someone is different. If everybody was like me, how can I learn anything? Embrace people's differences instead of trying to make them shame because they're different or try to, make them feel bad because they're different. That says a lot about you. Because we were placed here to love. When the disciples asked Jesus, what's the greatest commandment of them all? Jesus said, to love God with all your heart and all your mind and all your soul. And the second one was like it, to love your neighbor as yourself. That's what God wants us to do, to love people, to love each other. It's going to take us working together to get where God wants us to go. You can't do nothing by yourself. Nothing. Teamwork makes the dream work. And if you have a problem working with a team, you need to get over it quickly. Everybody's not going to like your ideas. Everybody's not going to go with your ideas. And it's okay. That doesn't mean it's a bad idea. Don't attach your feelings to your ideas. You can have passion, but don't misplace that passion. And a lot of times people say, I want to be loved, or I love this person, and they don't even know what love is. How many of you think you know what love is? Raise your hand. 1 Corinthians 13 tells us what love is. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not boast. It is not self-seeking. Love does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but rejoices in truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. Love. Patience. How many of y'all don't have any patience? That's the first step of love. Patience. Love is patient. Love is kind. Your parents, you got to be patient and be kind to them. They're only telling you things to try to help you and try to save you from some of the things that they went through. Like I say, I know I'm not the only one that have gone through some of the things that I've gone through. But I'm not bitter. I'm better because of those things. I'm better. 7 years old, I was molested. By the time I was 11 years old, I was raped. At school. People like to talk about these things, but how can we solve these things that we don't talk about? I never told anyone until I was about 25 years old. Imagine walking around with all that hurt and pain inside. And that's what a lot of you all doing, carrying this burden. Jesus can make that burden a lot lighter. He said, come to me all who are tired and weary, and I will give you rest. Y'all, I'm no longer bitter about the person that molested me, the person that raped me. I even had a boyfriend that used to jump on me. I'm not mad at them. Me being mad at them is like drinking poison and expecting them to die, when I was the only one that was dying inside. Unforgiveness. When you harboring all that stuff that somebody did to you, thinking about something over and over and over, it's not going to change. That's why I told you, the battle is in the mind. You wonder, I wonder why she don't like me. You can wonder all day long. That still ain't going to make her like me. She don't like you, but she don't like herself. But when you love yourself, you love and appreciate others. You don't have to make yourself stand down. You don't have to make yourself feel like you're better than somebody else. Because the same God that made me is the same God that made you. I don't care if you're white, black, green, yellow. We are all the same. Don't let nobody make you feel inferior. You can do anything you want to do. You can be anything that you want to be if you're willing to work for it. If you are willing to work for it. That's how I got here, working, studying. I love school. I love to read. Despite all the things I was going through, that was my way out, me reading, studying. I want to be bigger and better than everybody. Even me being a motivational speaker, my goal is to become the #1 motivational speaker in the world. In the world. And I believe I can do that. I don't have no small dreams. I don't have time for small dreams. I came here to leave a legacy. How many of you all know Emmett Till? Emmett Till was my cousin. The strength that Mamie Till Mosley had when she wanted the world to see what they had did to her 14-year-old son is the same strength that's in me, the same strength that's in you. We would be where we are today if Mamie Till hadn't let the world see what they did to her baby boy right here in Mississippi. The death of Emmett Till sparked the civil rights movement. 100 days later, the Montgomery boycott started. And so many other things started because of the death of 14-year-old Emmett Till.